Dreamers. It's 5 p.m. over here in springtime in Sydney, and we've got my oil diffuser going on with lavender. So we're in a dreamy mood on a beautiful spring afternoon, and we're finally going to show you some of the updates on the Zelf shelf here. So I've got the little sakura tree over here, and it's one of those magic mineral trees. We've still got the little dreamy unicorn over here with her peach dress, and Vera, one of my favorites, our strange little fae, who's extremely alien in her appearance, but one of the most beautiful dolls that I've ever seen. And I have a full collection of these Novi Star dolls, but she's the one who always stays in the bedroom because I keep a loose fairy theme in the bedroom and put the aliens and other themes in other areas of the house. And she belongs with beautiful Tabitha here and her crown of flowers. And I don't think that you've seen Miss Francine, but she is an artist-made doll. And I'll just remove the delightful little Cheshire cat and Webina for a tick, so that we can just get a gander of how beautiful and unique she is. So she is made of porcelain, handmade, one of a kind, and she's got a beautiful head of hair, beautiful curls. And I might turn on the light. I was trying to use the afternoon lighting, but I'll turn on the light and just get a better look at the color of her eyes for you there. But she is extremely beautiful, and she's got, unlike a lot of porcelain dolls who have very rounded faces, she has an extremely sculpted face and lots of little details like these crystal earrings and the real peacock feather that I've put here. I found that when I was doing a little walk in the park. But she's got her chili lock, a fame, little dagger. So she's a magical lady. And oh, we're matching with our red nail polish with her beautiful sculpted feet, and then she's even got details on her anklet there. And you can't see, but hiding we have, oh, she needs a little bit of a dust, but we've got her mysterious cat, and I called that one Nebula, I think. Keep changing the name. And then we've got my little small, I've got a proper speaker system in the lounge room, but for the bedroom, especially for the neighbor downstairs, I'm in an apartment still, it's important to have a small speaker. This still packs a punch, but I turn it down so it doesn't, vibrate the floor, unlike my big giant speaker. And you want to be a considerate neighbor, so most of the time I have to listen on headphones, and I don't, whoops, I'm not even pointing that here. But yeah, she loves Little Cheshire Cat. It's the other people who wake me up with their loud music, but I have fantasies of playing loud music sometimes and just enjoying the space. One day I visited property out on a farm and I was able to listen to loud alternative rock blasting out over the fields, and it was so much fun to have that much freedom and lack of restriction. So we've got our two fairy dolls here. And these have become very sentimental to me for a few reasons. Firstly, they remind me of these little winged fairy bears I used to have in my childhood, and I don't know the name of them. My mother used to call them Twinkle or Tweedle bears. I think it was a name she might have made up for them. They might have been something that she made herself, I don't know, because she would just leave them in my room and I would wake up and find them and say that they had arrived. So I had these tiny winged bears just like this, and they reminded me a lot of them. And I had some gold and silver ones, and these have got more of a spring and two-toned sort of things. So the ones I had were a little bit more sparkly and had a different design. But not only that, but one of the many reasons I hadn't been posting is I finally got approved for a little dog, a little papillon, for my apartment. And unfortunately, he passed away of a sudden stroke. So that was incredibly sad, and that was one of the reasons that I haven't been posting, and as well as my health. So I was just really not inspired to do that, especially with the lockdowns as well. And this is the first time I've sort of been in tune with the collection again in a long time during the day where there's good lighting, and I can finally show you all some of the updates. But yeah, these two used to be my little boy's favorite. He used to get so excited. He used to try and climb up things to smell these two. He used to lick their little faces. And whenever I would take them down and carefully show them to him, he would wag his tail at them. So I sort of feel like they must have some fairy or fae spirits in them, because he really liked their energy. And sometimes I think with toys, if your dog really likes them, I thought, well, maybe it's the smell, or it's the person who had previously had them, maybe something like that. But the thing is, these two came from two... Oh, I chipped my nail. I've got to cut there. But these two had come from completely different shops, and across the world, where they had found these little fairies, and he liked them both equally, and he really, really liked them. So it must have been to do with their little fairies, because he did seem to like the fairies and plushes that were shaped like dogs or foxes. So we've still got the Zelfs up here, we've still got the Mister, we've still got little Bibble. Now these guys aren't normally on the shelf because it would be cluttered to have two layers. But these little flocked alpacas I wanted to show you as well. So I've temporarily moved them over here so that you can see. Some dried chilies here. And we've got little Maria of the moon. And we've got a little sailor friend. And I thought to myself that, well, one of my favorite Zelfs here, I always show her every tour. She's so strange. She's almost translucent, and she's just got such a relaxing feel to her. She's like a fairy and an alien mixed into one. And she's even got, if the camera can focus on, she's got like a melty heart on her front. And in the sunlight, she almost looks like you can see through her on certain angles. And she just gives me this very dreamy, floaty feel to her. And I just felt like she's floated down and she's come. And I just I felt inspired to put her next to him, because I feel like what an interesting friendship or match that we would have this little cute little sailor with this, there we go, that's some nice focusing in here. Come down to spend some time at the ball with the little sailor boy. We've still got our little Venus fly trap, or Zelf trap, so I should say. But this is actually a hairdresser, and they sit here on this stool and they're styled. And we've still got the, oh, we're going backwards. So there's some of the updates of the Zelf shelf. Some interesting updates. We've still got the shelf like this, and I have not put the acrylic or the plexiglass over the top. So yes, I do have to dust my little friends quite often, but that's something I'll be putting on soon so that I won't have to do that over and over. Well, as always, sweet dreams, and keep your crayons in your pockets, keep drawing, keep dreaming, and see you next time.